And today I'm going to be talking about transition from middle school to high school, because I know it can seem scary at first, but Palmetto makes it very easy. So we have a lot of classes that you start off with your freshman year that will kind of boost you to get more credits as you go on. We have classes such as AICE General Paper, which is one of the easiest AICE classes that we have there. It has like a 95% pass rate, correct? Yes, and so almost everybody passes it, and it's kind of a class you have under your belt, so that way you're like building up all these credits to get your AICE diploma in the end. But we also have pre-AICE classes as well, so if you start off coming in, you'll probably do pre-AICE math, and I did pre-AICE math 3 because I had finished geometry in middle school, and so I do pre-AICE math 3, which is algebra 2, which kind of helped me to get more of a, it's like an honors class, and it's just, you work faster at like a higher level, and it prepares you to take AICE math in the future. So we have a lot of classes like that, so everything is helping you get more comfortable to take harder classes, but your freshman year, it will be easier. We also have something called LEAP, which you will do before you come into high school. It's over the summer for 2 days, and you're gonna come in and you're gonna get a tour around the school and meet upperclassmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, meet friends who are gonna be in your grade, and it's kind of a way to get comfortable with people that you're gonna be with for the next 4 years. And then we have, of course, like AICE, it's really just one big family. Like you're with the same people for all 4 years, and it makes you very comfortable. Like I know all of them personally now, like because we've had classes all 4 years. And then you do have your own specific counselor as a 9th grader. So throughout, I'm not sure if every school does, but this is Miss Rye over here also. She's our 9th grade counselor, but she will be the person who is going to help you get adapted well and make it easy for you to figure out what classes, what path you want to go down to eventually get your AICE diploma, which is going to help you so much in the future. So we have a lot of things at Palmetto High School that are going to make everything so much easier when you come in your freshman year.
10th, I'm a sophomore, so I don't have my AICE diploma yet. I have taken the AICE general paper like she said, and it is honestly one of the easiest AICE classes you can take. It'll prepare you for what to expect in the future, but for transportation, if you are accepted into the AICE, they accommodate you with transportation wherever you live. Like if you live by Parish on Chin Road, you would get a bus stop at the Publix down there, or let's say the DeSoto Square Mall down the road. And then if you live out by Breda River, you would have one at John Marvel Park out there. So transportation wouldn't, it may seem like a problem in the moment, but if you're accepted into the AICE program, they will accommodate you so you have the transportation to get there. And if you know a upperclassman, which you probably do, who's willing to give you a ride, they will most likely give you a ride to the school. So if you need a ride and you don't have a hub, but you know a upperclassman, ask them. They will most likely give you a ride, but anything they will. But transportation isn't really a problem. They will most likely accommodate you for where you are if you're accepted, and you probably should go because it's one of the best.
Because my daughter's in the AICE program at Palmetto High School as a sophomore in 10th grade, and we wouldn't be there if it wasn't for that transportation. So that's a big deal. Kids, just like at Rowlett, how we have kids that come from the island, from Lakewood Ranch, from Palmetto, and they all come here for our program, same with Palmetto. So thank you very much, and I hope you guys take advantage of that transportation.
With our AICE program, you may be thinking, like in middle school, you had to pass like civics class, you had to pass this many English classes, this many math classes. With the AICE program, you have a bit more flexibility. You get to choose what classes you want to pass. So you do have to pass a science class, but we have different varieties of science classes. So we have like an AICE chemistry or an AICE biology, which are pretty hard classes. They have like a 35% pass rate, but then we have AICE Environmental and AICE Marine, which have like an 85% pass rate, but you can take both, and both are still challenging to look good for college, but they both get you to the same end result, which is your AICE diploma. But then we also have fun classes like travel and tourism, which gets you to your AICE diploma as well. But for that class, you get to go on a field trip, and that's the main project of your like AICE diploma test. So for me, I took that class, and that class has a 100% pass rate, and I went to an escape room in the middle of the day, and I still got my AICE diploma with it. Like, how fun is that, right? So it was pretty fun, and we did fundraising for it, but you still get your AICE diploma while going to an escape room. Like, that is so fun. Who wouldn't want to do that? But with these tests, there are things like that where you go on a field trip or you have to do some type of project, but there are also written tests, not multiple choice. So you may be thinking when you take a multiple choice test, you see 2 right answers and you don't know which one is right. That could like make your score less if you pick the wrong one, even though you thought both answers were correct. But with written tests, you're able to freely express what you think on the subject and how close you are to what you're saying. But also with the written tests, you have 3 tries in total, whereas like a multiple choice test, year 1 and you're done. That's what goes on your grade book. You get no more chances unless your teacher's nice and gives you a makeup test. But with the AICE program, you have 3 tries to take it, so you can take it multiple times if you do not pass it the first time, which is amazing. I've personally taken a retake, and it's not that bad. With that, if you are a bilingual student and you're fluent in Spanish, we do offer Spanish language to you guys to help you get your diploma as well. So you don't just have to stick with basic English language to get your diploma. And our Spanish language class has a 100% pass rate, so if you are fluent in Spanish, I highly recommend that you take our Spanish language towards your diploma. And then lastly, a lot of our AICE students are really into our school's extracurriculars. They're all very involved. All of these students here do something on campus and are most likely a leader of that club or activity. So it is very easy to balance your schoolwork and your extracurricular activities, so I would not be scared of that, thinking, oh, I'm going to have so much homework. I won't be able to do band or I won't be able to do football. There's not a problem. Your teachers are very open to giving you more time with your homework, and you don't have that much homework as you would in like an IB program where you have something every single day. So that's what I have to say about flexibility. Thank you guys.
Going off of what Haley was saying, there are definitely so many clubs and sports you can join. For me, over my high school, I've been involved in volleyball, student government, ambassadors, junior advisory board, National Honor Society, Spanish National Honor Society, and I'm probably missing a few. And we also have a lot of extracurriculars that aren't offered at other schools. We have the only Spanish National Honor Society club in the county, which I'm a part of. And Haley was kind of talking about AICE Spanish, if you're a native speaker. I am not a native speaker. I am in AICE Spanish. I am in Spanish National Honor Society. It is doable, and it's just a great way to learn about the culture and the language, as well as connect you with scholarships and Spanish language and culture. We also have the biomed program, which I am personally not a part of. I think Peyton maybe. So she may be able to answer some more questions. Are we the only in the county? It's the only biomed program in the county with Miss Dowell. You come out of it after passing your base test with your white coat and kind of a certificate, and it's just a great thing that looks good for colleges, and I think everyone in biomed has a ton of fun, learns a lot. We have JROTC for anyone who's looking to go into military. I think we also have a Raiders team associated with that, which goes to states pretty much every year, and they like flip tires, rifle team. And we have a Formula 1 and robotics team, which I think went to Abu Dhabi this past year, Dubai, somewhere fun. But let me know if you have any more questions about sports or extra. Oh, Mr. Clark.
Yes, I have a question. How did Rowlett prepare you for all the challenges at Palmetto High School?
I think just honestly the great teachers I had, I feel like I came into high school with a lot of knowledge. Civics, I took 8th grade. Now I'm in AP Government. Even though it was 4 years ago, somehow that knowledge has stored itself back there. I find myself still knowing the amendments and Supreme Court cases. Math, Ms. Coots, don't slack off in Algebra 1 this year. It is truly the foundation for high school math. It's gonna come back to haunt you on the SAT, the ACT, as you continue into math, learn your algebra. So I think that's how Rowlett helped me most, just academically.
And I'm working towards my AICE diploma this year as well. This is my second year, so I'm getting there. Going off those extracurriculars, I know it's hard. You may seem trying to take football and then trying to get an A in your Spanish class, your science class. It sounds like a lot, but with AICE, there's always some kind of support system that we always have, such as like our NHS, we always have an after-school tutoring session. So any like class you're struggling in, if it's like math or English, you come after school for like 30 minutes or an hour, and they will work with you like with anything. Like I struggle with math. Like who doesn't struggle with math, guys? Like it's crazy. But I struggle with math, so like I come after school and we sit there for 30 minutes, maybe even like 2 hours sometimes, to work out those math problems that we need to like go over, so I can get those good SAT scores and good ACT scores, so I can eventually go on to college and do my best. Some other good like support systems is like our AVID Club. So our AVID Club is like not just like community service is what you might have heard of, but it's also like a family. So we go in there, you could be down, it's like you could be depressed one day, or you could be really sad about something, and you go in there and it's like a big family. We're gonna sit there, we're gonna talk to you, and we're gonna figure out whatever you need to figure out, your life situations. We're gonna do homework together, we're gonna make sure you get an A in your class. It's a support and it's a family, especially in Palmetto. It seems like a lot, it's a huge school, and you feel like you're not gonna know anyone coming in your 9th grade year, but trust me, going to something like AVID and just having that support system will help the most. I'm trusting, like it really does. Something else is our ACE coordinators. So when you get accepted to ACE, you get like 2 ACE coordinators, and they will meet with you on like a daily basis sometimes. They'll go over what you need to do to get your ACE diploma, what you're not doing so great in. So like if I'm not doing so great in math, they're like, hey Josiah, you need to come in, you need to do this tutoring session, and you need to like, bump up that score so we can get that ACE diploma, so we can keep adding it in so you can have that diploma for the end of the year. So I meet with my counselor like almost 2 times a week, and she always has some kind of homework for me afterwards, or some kind of support system to just like help me get through the day, because I sometimes just break down because like it sucks, but you can do it. And with this like ACE, it like really helps, because like in other schools like IB and stuff like that, you don't have this family that will help you and do whatever it takes to get your ACE diploma. But like ACE, they'll stay after school, they'll text you, they'll do whatever it takes so you can get your diploma. Like here at Palmetto, we want you to win. We want you to succeed in life.
Guys, I'm Callie Wright. I also went to Rowlett. I am also a senior this year and earned my ACE diploma at the end of my junior year. And I know it sounds really crazy being in 8th grade, but I'm going to talk a little bit about college preparation. So one of the really nice things about Palmetto is that, as they were saying, you hear about like the IB program and AP and stuff, and with those schools, that's really all that they offer. And one really good thing about Palmetto is, although we do advertise mostly to ACE, we also do offer AP classes and dual enrollment. So you can kind of pick and choose and do a mix of those different classes, which is really nice. And then all of those credits, including your ACE credits, transfer to credits for credit hours in college, which saves a lot of time and money. So as I was saying, I've earned my ACE diploma, so I have several credits for college now that I don't have to take those classes later on. And then we also have college and career advisors, one of them being Mr. Fernandez, and he's constantly uploading on Schoology with different scholarship opportunities for the juniors and seniors. So we're getting money from our AICE diplomas, but we're also getting lots of extra money from those scholarships that they send out to us. And then, as I said, a lot of us have earned our AICE diploma already, so that was another really great thing, is that we can earn it by 11th grade, not only just by 12th grade. And then I know that Josiah touched on counselors. That was another really good thing with college preparation, is senior year especially, but really throughout all of high school, your counselors are going to meet with you and really make sure you're on track for college, and constantly giving us reminders of deadlines and whatnot. So they really do help with all through high school, preparing you for the rest of high school, but also preparing you for college. So I'm going to hand the microphone over to Ms. Little.
The major benefit of having your AICE diploma is that you are going to get 100% tuition paid for all 4 years of college to any Florida State university. So for anybody who is worried about money, or you don't want to take student loans, this is a really great way to give yourself a head start to your post-secondary career. Not only that, Callie Ray said that when you earn college credits, you don't then have to retake the courses, so therefore you're not paying for them. So not only do you have the free tuition, but a lot of kids are going into college as sophomores, or sometimes even second semester sophomores, before they've even taken a college class on college soil, if that makes sense. So how do you get your AICE diploma? So there's 7 credits that you need to get your AICE diploma. And the reason why we say it's really flexible is because you only need 1 in math or science. So if you're not a math kid, you can take one of those environmental management or marine science classes that somebody mentioned, and that will cover your math science check mark. You need 1 language credit. So if you aren't really a great English student, but you are bilingual, then you can take that Spanish language class, check mark. There was a 100% pass rate the last few years in that class at Palmetto High. Then you need a humanities credit, which all of our fun classes fall in there: history, psychology, travel and tourism, which Haley mentioned. So we need a total of 7. 1 of them can be general paper, which is an optional course that has the really high pass rate. 1 is global perspectives that we only offer your junior year, but it's a really fun class where you learn about world cultures, and Mr. Tyler's super awesome teacher. And then the other 2 can come out of whatever category you're really strong at. So if you're really good at history, you can take multiple histories. You can take multiple science courses, whatever you're good at. So you can tailor your education to your strengths, rather than be forced to fit in a little, square box and check the boxes that they make you pass, if that makes sense. So now I'm going to open it up to questions, and we have some candy for good questions as well. So Peyton's going to come around with a microphone, and Jackson's going to come around with the candy. And if anyone has a question, raise your hand. Parents, you're welcome to ask as well.
So AICE is the big program we have at our school, where this is what we're advertising now, but so there's specific classes you'll take, which the tests are different but very similar to AP, where you are just taking a class, and at the end of the year you take a test which finds out if you get college credit or not.
You said that the AICE diploma lets you have free paid for all 4 years in college. Does that go to other states, or is it only in Florida?
It's a Florida scholarship. That's a good question. It's a Florida scholarship. There are a handful of colleges just north of the Florida-Georgia border in Georgia that do accept it, but it's pretty rare. That doesn't mean that out-of-state colleges won't accept your AICE college credits. AICE is growing in the US all over, so if there is a specific college that you just know you really want to go to, maybe it's in Tennessee or wherever, New York, call admissions, call now. I know you're only in 8th grade, but ask them, do you accept AICE credits? Because it might not be a huge deal that they don't take Florida Bright Future Scholarship, but it would really not be beneficial to you to leave the state and lose all of those college credits as well.
Okay, we have a question here.
What electives do you offer at Palmetto?
Right now I'm in AICE PE, which if you're interested in like sports medicine, anything like that, that's a class for that.
It's kind of like anatomy and physiology. So.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool class, and thinking skills, which Miss Little teaches, which it was like one of the most fun classes I've taken, and like
Good job, Peyton.
yeah, and that's kind of like a problem-solving class, but it was like the highest grade I've gotten on any AICE test was in your class, so it's like, I mean, if you're good at like math, but it's also reading, everything.
Okay, we got another question here.
Is AICE only offered at Palmetto?
That is a great question. For years, we've been saying we are the only school in Manatee County to offer the AICE program, but full disclosure, Bayshore High School got the AICE program starting this year. We've implemented it now for, I believe, 12 years, and it took us a little while to get it off the ground and to be successful. You have to find the right teachers to teach the right classes and have the coordinators that know what they're doing to make sure that you're able to fulfill the pathway to getting your AICE diploma. So I'm going to go ahead and assume it's going to take them a little bit of time to kind of get it up and running successfully, but they do have the program, and I'm assuming as you guys are going in next year as freshmen, by the time you graduate, I'm sure that they will have it figured out. Yes. So there's 2 of us.
Do you guys have a TSA program?
Yes, we do. Josiah is proudly in it. He got a very big smile on his face. Yes, we do. We have an awesome TSA program. Again, we mentioned the robotics and the Formula One and all of that too. What's it called? Vex. I don't know what that means. Vex. Yes.
I'll take.
Do you want to know, sir?
How long do you have to take each class?
How long so you start just like a normal class, right when you get in August, and the tests are in May, usually April, May. And then somebody mentioned that there's retakes, which is really, really a benefit, a huge benefit of the AICE program. So you can retake every AICE exam up to twice. So if you don't pass that May test, then you can retake it in November the following year, and then again in May after that. But if you're graduated, you can't come back from college and retake an AICE exam, unfortunately.
What sports do you have?
We have all the normal sports that every other school has. Baseball, softball, tennis. We have flag football. We have all of them. Soccer, swimming, that's a rare one. Cheerleading. Oh, we have hockey. I didn't know we had hockey.
College classes. So with this rigor of work, do they have the same opportunities as other kids do to do sports?
Kind of a lot. And right now, it's fall ball, but it's not required. Spring season is the baseball season, and fall ball is like separate. And so sometimes you have workouts in the morning, and then you have AP Gov first period, which can be rough, but they'll get through it. Just keep on focusing, like, get to the end of the week, like, get to Friday. That's my mindset.
Because I also am involved in several sports and clubs, is having an agenda. So I know that's one thing you guys do now, and I promise that honestly does help a lot. I have an agenda that I write down everything every single day, and it's the one thing that keeps me on track, so I just thought to add that.
What do you have to do to get accepted into the AICE program?
That's a great question. Give him a t-shirt, Mr. Rod. So if you live in Palmetto High School's district, all you have to do is turn in that AICE application. And if you have, I would say A's and B's, and you're a level 3 or higher on your FSA, then there's a really good chance that we're going to accept you. If you have a level 2 in something, but it's a high level 2, especially if it's math, but you're solid in English, we still might accept you because, again, you don't have to take AICE Math to get your diploma, so why would we not accept you into the program for that? It doesn't make sense. So good grades, solid FSA scores, not a lot of referral. We do have an opportunity for you guys to get on campus just to see, a lot of times it's a feel, right? Like this feels like a place where I belong. This has a great feel to it. So we have what's called the AICE Showcase, and the date is December 5th at 6 o'clock at Palmetto High School, and it's an evening of learning a lot. So if you leave here and say, wow, that sounded really great, but I wish my parents heard it, bring them to the AICE Showcase, because your parents are going to do kind of a round robin where they hear a lot of what we went over today. So, you'll have fun, your parents will learn a lot, and then you can kind of get a feel for the campus and see if it's something that seems like a good fit for you?
What languages do you guys offer?
Spanish and English. If you want to take a language other than Spanish or English, you can take it online. Florida Virtual School offers any other languages that you might want to explore. Florida Bright Future Scholarship that I'm telling you, you automatically qualify for if you earn your AICE diploma. You do need 100 hours of Bright Futures, and that can start the summer before you enter your freshman year as a high school student. So 100 hours, a lot of kids wait till the last minute. I don't advise that because you only get more and more busy once you can drive a car.
Okay. This is different for everybody. Their motivations behind why they want to college, why they want to go to college, what they want to do. For me, since I was a freshman, I have always wanted to go to Vanderbilt University in Nashville. And that has kind of been my thing. Every time I'm going through something, every time, oh, I really don't want to study for this test. Oh, I'm so committed. I'm doing all this stuff. And then I'm like, take a deep breath, because in a few years, when you're sitting at your dream school, when you're sitting at your dream job, and with the life that you've created for yourself, you're going to thank yourself. I'm doing that right now. I'm so grateful to my freshman and sophomore year selves for working hard, joining clubs, getting my GPA up, because I know that it's all going to come back to me in the long run.